All right, Jason Azzi says, do you see the Patriots trading Rosen or trading for Josh Rosen? Also, go Raiders with 25 question marks.
That's interesting there. I think the
That's
Patriots
too
they're set at quarterback. Yeah, Stidham's probably going to be the backup. Maybe he's
Yep.
their long-term option, and Cam's your bridge gap. And you got Brian Hoyer if you carry 3. You're not trading for Stidham or for Rosen.
All right, Kay Mercer, how do you think the Eagles cornerbacks match up with the Cowboys wide receivers?
I think Slade.
matches up.
Slade owns
He's awesome.
Cooper, honestly.
Yeah, he matches up quite well.
I think after that, I'd go advantage Dallas, though.
Yeah.
I think Gallup can win his matchup, and certainly Lamb against whoever their cornerback 3 can win those matchups as well. So at number 1, I'd favor the Eagles, but after that, I think the Cowboys have to slide.
Morgan Danielson, will Adam Vinatieri be signed? The turning 48 this season kicker. That is the right number. He's 48 years old.
Are the Colts rolling with? Who are they rolling with?
Not Vinatieri. He's been a free agent. He's not coming back.
Yeah, I think he's done, unfortunately.
Andrew B., do you think that Sam Darnold would be better than Dak if he had the Cowboys' weapons and offensive line?
I think the better question is, would Dak do better with the Jets or would Darnold do better with the Cowboys than what they currently do?
Okay, so if you flip them, who's better relative to what they were?
That's a simpler way of putting it.
Still Dak. Because
I agree. He's more proven.
I've seen Dak with no NFL talent, and he was pretty damn good at Mississippi State.
But on the flip side, the year that Zeke got suspended and they didn't have a number 1 receiver briefly, he was bad.
Yes, but yes, you're right. But also, I would still probably take the Jets pieces there because at that point it was Alfred Morris and Rod Smith at running back.
Yeah.
They didn't have Tyron Smith either.
The answer's still Dak.
Yeah. The receiving core has been totally changed for Dallas. It's kind of wild.
And I like Darnold, but the answer's Dak.
Okay. Now, cancel culture, folks, it is real. It is the reality of the world we live in. So if you could cancel one NFL team, get rid of them.
And it can't be the Washington team.
Yeah, they're already canceled. Can't be them. So if you could get rid of one NFL team, who would it be? Get rid of them. In the mindset of it, it's what's best for the NFL.
It's the Chargers because there's clearly no room for 2 teams in LA.
Okay. What if you move them back to St. Louis? The St. Louis Chargers, not back, but the St. Louis Chargers.
Put a team in Montreal. I don't know. Like LA, 2 teams in LA doesn't make any sense.
I'm inclined to agree. I see people just typing in their biggest rivals.
Maybe. Although I don't want Minshew Mania to go away.
Do you just get rid of the least wealthy owner so you could up the salary cap and stuff?
Is that Cincinnati?
It's either, the cheapest owner is Mike Brown. I'm not 100% positive on this. I think it's the Bills owner. Or owners. I think it's. Well, actually, technically, I think it's Mark Davis, but he's finally got a new stadium, so he can stay. I think it's the Bills after that. Just saying. All right, from FinFan, should the Dolphins trade for another wide receiver?
You got Devontae Parker. Who are the other guys?
I am super hyped about Preston Williams long term.
Yeah,
I've seen some flashes there. I want to see Albert Wilson stay healthy for once in his life.
It's just a trades right now. It's just a tricky time because with everything going on. I'll say this: if you get to the deadline and they're in the mix for a playoff spot, that could be an option there. You get another weapon next to Parker. I think that could make some sense.
All right, Joe Diesel, thoughts on the AFC East standings at the end of the season? #GoFins.
I'm just gonna spitball this: Bills 11-5, Patriots 8-8. Dolphins 7-9, Jets 6-10.
Actually, I might be a little bit higher on the Patriots than you, but I think your order there is correct. Saw we had some Dolphins fans in the comments. If you got, go ahead, Harrison.
Sorry, I was going to say the Patriots are one of a few teams, ultimate wildcard team.
Okay,
they could be anything this year.
Okay, that's fair. Well, like I was saying here before, Harrison rudely interrupted me on the show we share together.
I'm trying to cancel me.
There are Dolphins-themed face masks available at chatsports.com/staysafe. And if you're not a Dolphins fan, they got it for all 32 NFL teams. They range from 4-packs down to individual packs as well. Bunch of different styles and colors. And especially if you're in Florida, you should probably have a face mask. So go check out what they have. Chatsports.com/staysafe. Do your part to make sure we get an NFL season this year. That link will be in the comments and it'll be in the description. From Jackson Dickinson, who has the most underrated offense? That's a good question.
Underrated.
Good one.
Do people underrate the Eagles O-line?
Are
they properly rated?
I think they were underrated last year. Like, I think that, honestly, Philly had a top 3 offensive line last year, and they weren't really discussed as a top 3 offensive line. I think this year, because of Brandon Brooks' injury, and because Jason Peters is now moving to left guard, I'm not as convinced on that front. Or, yeah, right guard. You're right. Right guard. Sorry. Do people underrate the Packers or Colts? Or are they still, like, too good?
The Colts, you could say them because people don't say that they're the best always, and I think they're the best.
Okay, that's fair.
So they're kind of a higher-end underrated O-line.
How about the Bucks as an underrated unit?
Yeah,
like you're definitely banking on Tristan Wirfs improving, but that's a good question, Jackson. From Ronnie and Mazukin, I think. Do you think the Niners pay Kittle before the season, after the season, or do they trade him?
They don't trade him. That idea gets thrown out there. It'd be fun, but I don't think so. Why not during the season?
Sure, I think in the end that's an option too. I think this gets done before the season, though.
Okay.
I think they want to have Kittle locked up. I know there are concerns long term about the salary cap, but you still have to pay guys.
You sign your best players.
Yeah,
and Kittle's one of your best players.
He's in the Chris Jones, the Mahomes, the Myles Garrett category. You pay the top player, one of the top players at their positions. From loyal 49ers fan, who should the Niners' second running back be, Coleman or Jerick McKinnon?
Look, if I knew McKinnon was healthy, you could argue he's your best running back. But
he ain't healthy.
But I don't know that.
Poor guy.
Look, the reality is Mostert is your lead back, and you can go check out all our 49ers coverage at youtube.com/49erstv. I encourage you to go subscribe over there. It's by committee. It doesn't really matter who your first or second, even your third is. All 3 of those guys are going to get touches. Maybe even Jeff Wilson Jr. gets.
Now, our Niners channel, youtube.com/49erstv, but you're watching right now on our Chat Sports channel. There's some weird math going on here, guys. Over half of you watch the show live or afterward, but you aren't actually subscribed, which I don't understand. You keep showing up, you keep watching, and you like it, I guess, or you hate watching, but why don't you click the big red button and subscribe?
I have a theory. People get scared of the word subscribe.
It's free.
We're not like, these pay websites that, give you garbage journalism. You hit the sub button, it's free, and you find out when our videos go up. It's a low risk, high reward for you. It's free. That's the point I'm making. So go ahead and hit that sub button.
All right, Rashard Lee out of timeout, I am told. Kenny Stills trade to the Patriots. I kind of like this one.
I think it's intriguing. Who's the team that asked about a receiver earlier? Dolphins actually would be another team.
Packers way back a couple segments ago,
yeah. It's intriguing. I think, Stills, I think, is a prime midseason trade candidate, depending on A, how Houston's doing and how he fits in that offense, and B, if other teams need a receiver.
Tricky part for Houston is they have too many options at receiver. Kenny Stills could be 5 on that team. They might trade him and try and save some money. So great question there, Rashard. From Carlisgoat, is Baker Mayfield a quarterback that can win a Super Bowl?
It all depends on how you outline this, right?
Okay.
Because if you put
cop-out answer.
But the answer is a lot of quarterbacks can win a Super Bowl under the right circumstances.
Sure.
Look, he has pretty damn good circumstances as long as the coaching staff isn't a disaster,
and
right?
The O-line, he has faith in
I think Stefanski is going to be better than Kitchen. So look, you got 2 good receivers, you got good tight ends. If the O-line is league average or better, there's no more excuses for Baker.
The quarterback we saw last year, no
chance.
The promise we've seen, yes.
Yeah. Good answer.
From Laser Us, who is the Cardinals' second and third wide receiver?
Well, you got Kirk, obviously. You got Fitzgerald, and you got DeAndre Hopkins. Those are your top 3, obviously, Hopkins being your number 1.
I think Kirk will be the number 2 by the time the season's over.
Well, Fitz plays slot anyway, so I think Kirk's your other outside guy. How do guys like Hakeem Butler work their way in? Andy Isabella's in the mix as well.
Not sold on Butler, folks.
Lots of options there. One of those guys.
Keyshawn Johnson, don't sleep on him.
One of those guys is probably going to be left out.
From Nathaniel Ruiz, are the Patriots' undrafted players making the final roster streak in jeopardy with the preseason potentially gone? This is a great question, Harrison. So, Patriots, I think some other teams as well, have a very good track record of UDFAs making the roster.
But if the rosters are expanded, spin zone.
There you go. Maybe they find someone like Will Hastings as a look at their list here.
Big fan of his work.
Special teams guy, right? Maybe that's where you're able to find someone who ends up making the roster.
So Brian Lewerke's not making it for you?
No, Brian Lewerke's not good
if
at
they
football.
trade Hoyer to a team that needs a quarterback.
Don't let Lewerke make the team. Doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. Reminder, folks, team face masks are on sale. Chatsports.com/stay safe. They've got them from 1 individual packs down to 4 packs. A ton of different styles and varieties and looks and colors. They're going to fit you no matter what. So go check out the full assortment at chatsports.com/stay safe. We'll put that link, by the way, in the comments and in the description.